welcome to this Southend Aviation trip report. Today I am in Luton and we're heading to Bergen in Norway. First we must get to Southend Airport. To get to Southend from Luton, it's relatively straightforward. We've got the train from Luton Airport to St Pancras, before getting the underground to Liverpool Street, and then I got on a greater angular train to London Southend. The journey took around 2 hours from getting on the first train in Luton, before leaving at Southend Airport. Now onto why I'm flying from London Southend to Bergen. Today, Norwegian Carrier have started their new service to London from Bergen. They have opted to fly out of Southend using their Embraer E190-E2 twice a week, Mondays and Fridays. Getting to Southend Airport from London is quite simple. The train from Liverpool Street takes 48 minutes and costs £17.80. On arriving at Southend, they advertised it as taking 100 steps from the train to the front door of the airport. Once off the train, I arrived just on time to see the amazing looking Embraer E2 arriving in from Bergen. We now make our way up over the railway bridge and down into the terminal, London Southend Airport. I arrived just at the time check-in opened. There was not many passengers on this flight, and I was the first person to check in. Southend is a small airport, but it does the job. Now that we're checked in, we make our way up the escalator onto the second floor to go through security. Security was quick and efficient, and now that we're through security, we're into the main departures area. There's a small seating area up on the second level, but down on the main level there is the shops as well as cafes. Due to the current COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of the shops here in Southend are closed. There's only a small coffee stand open, as well as WH. Everything else was closed today. Here we can see our aircraft that will take us to Bergen, the Widerøe Embraer E2. The terminal was deserted, with only a handful of flights departing today. Today was the last day of EasyJet based from London Southend as well. There wasn't much celebration for today's inaugural flight, however there was a cake made for the event, and the aircraft had a water salute on arrival into Southend. However, with the morning sun, this made filming a little bit problematic, as you'll find out later on in the video. Around 25 minutes before departure, we were called forward to board the flight. On board, there was only 7 passengers, 2 of which being Southend Aviation and Blackbelt Aviation. Links to their channels are down below. Boarding was quick and we made our way outside towards our aircraft. Lima, November, Whiskey Echo Charlie, delivered to Widerøe New in June of 2018. As we walk out, one of the last EasyJet flights taxis past in a sad day for Southend Airport. The Embraer E2 is a new upgraded version of the original Embraer E-Jet. The E190-E2 was first delivered to Widerøe as a launch customer in 2016, and so far 14 E190-E2s have been delivered globally, with 3 of them being to Widerøe. The E190-E2 can carry up to 114 passengers in a one-class configuration and fly up to 3,280 miles. There are no air bridges at Southend, so we are boarding by stairs, which gives us an excellent chance to check out the massive engines fitted to this aircraft. Once on board, I settle in at 8A. Once all the passengers were on board, I asked them to create a better engine. As you can see, there are water spots on the windows, which were from the earlier water cannon. How annoying. Now, enjoy the startup, taxi and takeoff of this amazing sounding aircraft, and I will get back to you once we are airborne.
For reasons, we recommend that you keep your safety belt fastened whenever seated. All our safety information is shown on the safety on board card placed in the seat pocket in front of you. Please make yourself familiar with its content. There is a life vest in a box under your seat. In the unlikely event of cabin decompression, oxygen masks will be released automatically from the overhead panels. To start the oxygen flow, pull the mask towards you, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Be sure to secure your own mask before helping others. The emergency exits in the rear, over the wings, and in the forward part of the cabin are all marked with exit signs. The way to these exits will be shown by lights along the floor. Look for your nearest exit. All our flights are non-smoking flights, and for safety reasons, smoking is never allowed in the aircraft lavatory. This includes electronic cigarettes. Please do not hesitate to contact the cabin crew if you have any questions. Thank you for your attention. We wish you a pleasant flight.
I tillegg vil jeg også informere om at munnbind må fjernes før bruk av oksygenmasken. We also must inform you to remove your face mask before putting on the oxygen mask. Thank you.
let us explore what the aircraft has to offer. At the front of the aircraft there is a small screen with a map. As you can see, it has a route over to Bergen. The seat has two pockets, one at the top, one at the bottom. And all seats are equipped with universal power outlets, although there's no USB charging. Legroom is plentiful, and the cabin is very light and spacious. A large tray table, and we'll have a look at the safety card, which is the only literature in the seat back pocket, along with two air sickness bags. Down the cabin, you can see how empty this flight is. There was only 7 passengers on board. There is a fresh air vent, call bell and reading light in the panel above the seat. And now onto the toilet. There's nothing special, and it's just your average airplane toilet. And now sit back, relax, and enjoy these little clips I took throughout the flight. We make our way into Bergen, I'd like to say thank you for watching this far, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like down below, feel free to subscribe. Have you ever flown Widerøe? Let me know down below. Overall, this flight to Bergen was very good, although the service was limited due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. You have to make the best out of the situation. I'd highly recommend the Embraer E2 and Widerøe if you are ever flying with them. We now start our descent from 41,000 feet and commence our final approach into Bergen, where we touch down on time after a flight of 1 hour and 36 minutes, 24 minutes ahead of schedule.
Bergen lufthavn Flesland. Längst till sittningen med säkerhetsbältet på spännande ledet kommer mittkamp för all håndbagage inte skifte med säkerhetsbältet slutat. Vär försiktig när du öppnar bagagehyllorna, slippa att ingenting håller. Vi här i Widerøe önskar att de kvarstigande passagerare för denna gång och vi hoppas vi ser dig igen den senare avdelning. Och för att få låta flyg på sig att jag meddelar alla deras personliga eiendelar. Og så gjør vi oppmerksom på at det kan være høydeforskjell mellom fly og bro eller trapp når dere forlater flyet. Welcome to Bergen Airport Plaza. Please remain seated with your safety belt fastening in the island exit clear of all hand luggage until the safety belt sign has been switched off. Do be careful when opening the overhead bins to prevent anything from falling out. We'd like to thank you for flying Widerøe and we hope to see you again soon. When leaving the aircraft, please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you. And do remember when disembarking that you will be careful, as there might be a high difference between the aircraft and the passenger seat, bridge or stairs. Og så gjør vi oppmerksom på at det blir tolkservering av all bagasje her i Bergen. Dette gjelder også passasjerer som skal reise videre med innenriksfly. We would like to inform you, passengers, that custom clearance of all luggage takes place here in Bergen, including passenger proceeding on domestic flights. And the local time here in Bergen is 13:20. Og lokaltid er 13:20.
Cabin crew, disarm doors, cross-check and report.
After a short taxi in, we shut down and leave the aircraft. But first, we make a quick visit to the flight deck before heading through immigration and on to the connecting flights. I'd like to thank you for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Tack och farväl.
Vienna was a nice looking place. No, this is toxic.